Time to paint another dragon. This time it will represent the summer season, and I wanted to go for a very calm looking dragon. Basically, he's a giant puppy dog, and he's a very gentle, sweet, innocent dragon enjoying the summer sun. That is the premise behind this painting. I'm not the greatest when it comes to technique with my painting, so if you came here looking for technique, you can see what I've done, but I'm still trying to figure it out myself, trying to figure out how to do digital painting in the most efficient and best way. If that's even a thing, because I don't really think there is a best way to do any art. It really does depend on the artist. But so far this method has worked the best for me, where I complete as much as possible one small section of the painting before moving on. It helps me stay motivated and actually looks like it's becoming something versus doing the entire painting in a half-finished state and then gradually adding detail. I've tried doing that in the past, and it seems harder for me for some reason. It's a lot easier just to throw in all the detail at once and then tweak it a little bit later on. But it just helps me see where it's going and actually makes me feel like I'm progressing somewhere. I think the only downside of doing it this way, at least with this particular painting, is I got a bit lazy when it came time to do the background, so I just did a very fast job with it, and I didn't really care about the details as much. I think I should have done the background first before doing the subject, but I wanted to jump right in and do the most fun part first. And then I was kind of burnt out by the time I had to do the background, and I just slapped it together real quick. But it's all good. It's not really supposed to be the best painting ever. Really, the whole purpose of this video and this painting was to create a concept art so that I could use it for a Minecraft build also. That, and I kind of started a little series where I'm painting the dragons, then building them. So that's really the main reason why I'm making this, but it's also good practice for my digital art, something I will always welcome. I am seeing improvement over time, but really it boils down to actually spending more time on a piece of work. That is the unfortunate truth, that in order to do things better, you have to dedicate more time to it. That is the number one thing I have learned over the years, is as I get better at my art, it also takes me longer to do, and there's no way around it. If you want to be good at something, it takes a lot of work and time. I probably could have made this painting even grander if I had spent twice as much time on it, but no, I had a threshold or a time where I said it was good enough and I'm going to stop it there, but if I had kept going, I'm sure it could have improved even more. There's always going to be that point where you're just done with a piece of art just for the sake of calling it done, even though you know for a fact if you spent more time on it, it could be better. And yes, I am well aware there are many tools out there that I could be using to help assist in the process and make it go much smoother, but honestly, I find the long, grueling process to be much more satisfying in the end, because I actually feel like I made it myself and I accomplished something. And I think I learned more along the way. Helps me practice technique. I realized at this point it looks more like a dinosaur than a dragon, purely because I forgot it has to have wings, so I slapped those wings in there kind of haphazardly. I didn't really plan how those were going to be laying on the dragon. I don't even know if I got the perspective right, but you know what? They look like wings, so there you go. Now we can start the messy background that I talked about, and by messy, I mean very messy. This is where my layers just fall to pieces because I'm trying to make everything fit together with the dragon that I already have painted. And to add a little more character to the painting, because I want to show how gentle this dragon truly is, I have to add a lot of butterflies to the scene. Now, the only downside of these butterflies is it really does throw off the scale of the dragon, because I realize with how large these butterflies might look next to the dragon is going to appear very small when he's really supposed to look bigger. So the scaling might be a bit off now because I added those, but I think it looks cute all the same, even if the dragon doesn't look as big and ferocious with those little butterflies all over him. Well, he's not supposed to look ferocious, he's supposed to look like a gentle giant, more or less. But now he's a gentle not-so-giant. I think I've rambled enough about my technique. I do think it's an improvement from the previous one. If you haven't seen that, you can go watch it. I also have a Minecraft version of this dragon that I have built, and you can go check it out on my other channel. But I'm going to leave this video off here. Thank you all for watching. I hope I could inspire you in some way, at the very least encourage you that art takes time, and there's no way around it. You just gotta plow through and be persistent, and you'll get a work of art.